Hey guys, welcome back to the bench with the reserve team. We got episode 17 here for you guys. Had some technical difficulties during the editing process with the intro. So here's your guys' intro. We had a great guest discussing the Euro 2020 final and the Euro 2020 tournament as a whole. So let's dive right into the episode and hope you guys enjoy. We got Noah Tong. How you doing, Noah?
Doing all right. How about you?
Good. Max, how we feeling?
Just dandy.
So we're gonna
Good.
recap the Euros, talk about the final game, England Italy, and then just talk about other things that happened in the tournament. Kick it off, Italy versus England. Tong, you just want to recap it, give your thoughts on it. No soccer
well,
standard, please.
yeah, I mean, I feel like it just all the conversation for that naturally just goes to like the penalties at the end. Like, that was a crazy, kind of a crazy game. It was a game where England like got that first goal really quick, first like couple minutes, and then after like 20 or so minutes, after the first like 20 minutes, they just kind of sat back. It seemed like, and Italy took the game to them, and they got the equalizer, went to penalties, and the rest is history. Italy won on penalties, and it was a lot of questionable decisions. I think that people are, questioning online right now, and making a big thing
what
about.
did you think about it? What was your
Well, so I think the order, like, it's easy to like make fun of Southgate and say that, like, make fun of the decisions he made, but like he did get into the finals, and like they did want to do that far. But the order, even in hindsight, notwithstanding in hindsight, like the order doesn't really make sense to me. Like I wouldn't put Rashford and Sancho back to back. Like, because like if Rashford misses, then Sancho's gonna think, oh, I'm the other Man United winger who just came on, who now has to score. Like that's just like terrible spot for both of them. And then Saka is a 19-year-old who's never taken a pen in his career. Like, why would you do that?
Didn't even take him at Arsenal.
You put him on the fifth spot too. Yeah,
the most crucial one. Honestly, I didn't understand that either.
And I really didn't get the Maguire one either, because like, I mean, he crushed it, and I love him.
Put the camera.
But like,
no, but I'm sure we all had the same reaction when we saw him walk up. We were like, Maguire.
Yeah, and like respect for him, getting up there to take it, but it just seemed like there's other people that could have easily taken it. Like Jack Grealish came out and said, "Hey, I would have taken it." Like, don't come at me. So it's just it sucks because I started really rooting for the team, but
yeah, I was in the same boat just because Saka started playing more and becoming like just honestly a starter for them. So once he was on the field, I was like, okay, I'm an England supporter now. But one thing in the pens that I was thinking too was like, okay, Harry Kane's obviously your best PK taker. I get why he went first, but he also could have been like that, kind of like the Jorginho for Italy, like the crucial one. He could have been that fifth spot, and like Saka could have gone first or something. So I definitely think he got the order wrong.
Or Saka just doesn't take one.
Or Saka doesn't. Well,
like he's not in that first five.
You know what I'm saying though. Like
He
could have taken the one to decide the game.
I feel like Southgate literally just went in order of how good he thought they were at penalties, and usually there's like a little bit more thought into it. Like, okay, I'm gonna try to get Kane at a good spot. I'm gonna try to balance out, age and everything, and it just didn't happen.
And it was weird too because it was like Rashford's and Sancho's like probably first touch on the ball. Like they came in like the 120th minute or whatever, and then you're gonna put them on the spot. And these two guys have barely even played throughout the tournament too, and you're gonna put them in the final and make them go shoot a PK. I don't know. It's just
they weren't even really like warming up either. Like you could see them on the side; they were just standing there. Like they weren't warm. Like it just wasn't a good situation at all. I mean, he would look if it would have worked, he would look like a genius, Southgate, and we'd be like, "Oh my god!"
Like Southgate,
yeah.
I mean, it was funny too because England, like just like watching them, it looked like they were playing for pens too. Especially like after they scored, they literally just sat back. I saw something, or I was watching a video, and it said like. In the game, they had 34% possession and only 2 shots on target or something like that. I don't know. I feel like they could have just kept going.
And Southgate's been resilient, or Southgate's been really lenient on having a clean sheet, them not getting a lot of shots on. So once they get that goal, England have done well defensively this tournament. So I kind of knew when Shaw got that goal in like the second minute or whatever, I was like, oh, here Italy's going to get the ball and whatnot. But I definitely think with weapons like, we already mentioned your Manchester United boys, Sancho and Rashford, and even Jack coming on early or something to just change the game because I thought Mount was on for too long. And some of the substitutions like Henderson, like didn't he end up taking Henderson out?
Yeah, he took him out.
It's like Henderson also could have taken a pen, I feel like, but like I think there was just substitutions that also could have happened for them just to go for it because they did look like they just were like, okay, we're gonna play the safe card. But I feel like you couldn't do that in a final, especially with Italy.
He could have just also just like not even changed the shape and just added fresh legs. Like I saw a stat that Sterling, Mount, and Kane all got like 0.00 expected goals in the game, which means they literally like didn't come close to scoring at all. Like there's other guys on the bench.
Kane didn't have a shot or create a chance apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like those are supposed to be your main guys, but like I think Italy, at the end of the day, I think they deserve to win it. They've had the best performances throughout the tournament. It was nice to see England go for it. I think all three of us now we like a lot of the England players. We support a lot of them. But yeah, any other thoughts on it? PK other than the PKs, kind of just regular time stuff.
England should have just went for it more. I don't know. They should have just sat back.
Because there was keep going.
No, I was just gonna say because like in the whole second half, I mean, I don't even did they even have a chance? Like I feel like Italy controlled the whole game. But
there was one point where Chiellini was like just playing left wing. It felt like he was just
he kept going forward. Yeah,
it was like I feel like they could exploit this, and they have so much pace on the bench that they could bring on and break it down. But it just Southgate was really, really like cautious all throughout the tournament, and it worked. And then it felt like he had a really risky like penalty lineup.
Yeah.
And so I just thought that was it was weird that he decided to be risky about something that is just so luck based.
I was going to say, telling what you texted me about, you're like, it's weird that he decided to go bold in the PK lineup, but not bold in like throughout the tournament.
Yeah.
Which is exactly that. And it was the goal to concede too, the Bonucci goal. It wasn't, anything special, just a scramble in the box, but Italy kind of just, you felt like it was coming, and they definitely made it 1-1. But yeah.
Do we think next World Cup, do we think Bennett's coming home?
I think we got to factor in.
I don't know because
South American teams. I'm right now. I'm back in Brazil, but
I mean, it could. It definitely could. I mean, all the players on the team are only going to get better. So
true. And it was nice to see. Like I was talking to Max and our older brother Nick. I was saying like it's nice to see like a Leeds United player starting. Like maybe there'll be other players like that come through the ranks. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna say like, or maybe like a Brighton or something just like that. But it's nice to see someone outside. Ben White, the next 300-pound Arsenal defender. But yeah. All right. Anything else on that, guys? Good to move on. All right. Next, we're gonna talk about the team of the tournament. See if anyone was missed. I got the team right in front of me. Starting in goal was the player of the tournament, Donnarumma. Right back, Walker. The two center backs, Harry Maguire and Bonucci. Left back, Spinazzola. Center defensive mid, Jorginho. Two center mids, Højbjerg and Pedri. Right wing, Max, how do you say it? Chiesa?
I think Chiesa.
Chiesa. Left wing, Sterling. And up top, Romelu Lukaku. Thoughts on it? Anyone missed out? Ronaldo's not in it, top goal scorer. Anyone else maybe?
Yeah, that one was weird. I thought he would be in it just because he got top goal scorer, but I could see why he wasn't. Because Lukaku did play really well for Belgium and was the second best? Well,
even
probably the best player besides
the game against Denmark where KDB got subbed on and had this goal and assist. Lukaku still got the man of the match. So like,
yeah, that was weird.
He was definitely way too influential for Belgium this tournament. I said the only one thing for me, like if we're not doing it position based, I think you have to throw Luke Shaw in there somewhere. Like, I think maybe over Walker, but I'm guessing they just wanted to do best right back, best left back, and whatnot.
I feel like you can make an argument for all of England's defense and Donnarumma and Pickford and all of Italy's defense.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said that backwards or whatever, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I think.
So I feel, but.
Yeah. If
was the left back? You said it was Spina or
Zola.
Yeah.
He deserved it. He could have been the player of the tournament if he didn't get injured.
True.
Yeah.
He was, and I see a lot of England fans that are annoyed because he got injured in the quarterfinals, right, against Belgium. Yeah, and they were saying, "Oh, he didn't play the last 2 games. Shaw should have been in it and whatnot." I'm like, maybe, but
Yeah.
yeah,
He was such a big upgrade too over Emerson. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Emerson is he's not good. What do you guys think about Ronaldo, though? What do you think? You think he should have been in there? Top goal scorer?
I mean, I thought so,
Yeah.
just because he was the top goal scorer.
But the
But
Rams
again,
goals were pens, weren't they?
yeah, but still, he
Uh,
still got it.
Yeah, I
Still
understand.
received the award, but I don't
can't
know.
undervalue Pens. We know that.
All right, Tom.
You know,
No Saka slander. I already said it.
I kind of thought about like Dahlberg.
Yeah.
Like he had a pretty good tournament.
Mhm.
Had that free kick, one of 2 goals against England. Like I
Yeah.
don't know, probably not enough to get in the lineup, but
Yeah.
he was a good shot though.
Yeah, it was nice to see a Denmark player make it. And
Pedri
yeah,
was
I
a
was
good
going to say
deserved.
young player of the
Pedri too,
tournament,
yeah.
Pedri, fully deserved as well. Super influential. It was nice seeing it too in the Spanish team. Having a legend in himself, Busquets, and then having a potential youth player in Pedri that could fulfill Iniesta's or Xavi's shoes for Spain. So it's nice seeing the youth and the experience come together. I can't think of really anyone else.
Do they have a bench
No, it
on
was
that
just,
or no?
I think Sterling fully deserved it as well. I thought
Yeah.
I mean, he scored all their goals in their group stage. He scored one goal against Germany. I thought he won the pen for Denmark. I thought
Sterling's the guy for me that's like, like when you're little and the coach always plays his son,
Yeah.
and it's so like that kid always like
yeah
does really well and gets like better because they keep playing him, but he's not actually better.
yeah
That's kind of how I felt about Sterling, where like he just got every single minute, and so then he was involved in all the goals. But like I do think it's deserved he's in the team. I just feel like it could have been literally anybody at that position. Like any England left winger probably could have gotten that spot.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel. Anybody else you guys can think of on the spot? I can't. That right back position is like I was trying to think of people. I guess Walker. I mean, Walker did play well and stuff, but
Yeah, I was thinking who Tong said earlier, the Danish right back, but
wasn't you were thinking of Casper Dolberg, weren't you, the striker, Tom?
Yeah, I think so.
Max, who are you?
the Maher. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, I don't
know how you say it. Maher. I don't know. But yeah.
I think a lot of goalies did well this tournament too, but Donnarumma stood out so much. Like Summer and Schmeichel both played amazing. And,
yeah, true.
But it doesn't matter, or it matters. But Donnarumma blocking how many pens and how many shootouts, like it's crazy.
Dude, if England was just gonna lose in the final, I wish Denmark would have made the finals. I wanted to see them in there.
Right. Yeah.
I
think Casper would have brought it.
Yeah, Matthew thought I was gonna go for Denmark, and I was like, I really want to, but England has too much quality. So that's team of the tournament. Any last thoughts on that one, guys, or kind of moved?
They got it spot on.
Yeah, I think this was a team or something that they got spot on. That kind of the next thing we're gonna go into best game of the tournament. There's a lot of great games, a lot of games that win the PKs. Spain, Switzerland, or no. Well, yeah, that game went to PKs. Spain, Croatia.
France, Switzerland. France, Switzerland.
Yeah, but Spain, Switzerland went to PKs too.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Switzerland got a red card. Yeah.
Stupid.
But, what do you guys think contender for best game? I think I'll start off. I think the France-Switzerland one for me has to be it, just because France is quality. But Summer was amazing. I did not expect we were joking. We were like, "Oh, is Captain Xhaka gonna carry Switzerland?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely not." And he made me look like a damn fool. So there's that. So I was like, that has to definitely be mine. Summer was too good in the game in the PK shootout.
Yeah, I would have said France, Switzerland, just because everyone expected France to end up in the finals and to be knocked out by a team of Switzerland's caliber. Like, not even like that they're bad or anything. It's just France are like much better in quality, and everyone expected them to get a win, at least not take it to PKs. I didn't think that, but just because what was at stake for France, I would have said that game too.
Yeah, not to be repetitive, but I was going to say that as well.
I mean,
it's
hard
just
not
France,
to.
like getting knocked out in
such
the
a
round of
great game.
16. Like,
And the game had everything. You could talk the Croatia-Spain game because, like, it was like the same situation with Switzerland, France. Croatia scored 2 goals in, 10, 15 minutes, same with Switzerland. But, like, the Spain ended up winning that one, and this one didn't go into pens. But
like that France game had the Benzema goal with that crazy first touch. It had I remember I texted somebody when Pogba scored. I was like, they're just too good for this Switzerland team. Like even though they're just such a great team too. And then like they come back and it's just
Pogba did like 10 celebrations after he scored. And Mbappe misses that game as well.
Yeah.
And Mbappe missed his PK or got his PK blocked.
True. I feel it was like the perfect game to show a neutral or like to show somebody who doesn't like soccer. I would show them that game.
Right, yeah.
And Captain Xhaka drinking a Coke after the
getting the boys hype.
I was telling Max, I was like, if Xhaka goes up there and bangs a penalty for the win, I can't watch that. I can't watch Euros ever again. But yeah, any other games you guys want to?
I mean,
highlight
another to Tong's point when he just said like if you want to show someone a game to watch, that Spain-Croatia game, just because it was 5-3, and plus it didn't go to PKs. We saw Spain score they scored 2 in the first early in the first half of extra time. So that game was pretty intense. And plus with what you said, Alex, with Croatia coming back in like the 80th minute or whatever.
I almost like the Switzerland-Spain game more just because Switzerland went down a man. And then I think then they ended up scoring once they were down a guy, right? You guys remember?
No, I think I thought they scored and then he went down. Or then they went down a guy.
You could be right. I could be wrong. But that game was also
Big Shaq scored.
Yeah. But that game was also amazing. Summer, once again, I legit kept thinking Summer's got to be goalie of the tournament goalie. And then Donnarumma just said, no. I was like, okay.
It was Hot Boy Summer for a while. And then
yeah.
Max, like that one?
I did.
Class. That is class.
I stole that off Twitter, I'm sure. I can't take credit, but
boo.
Full sending that on TikTok. Don't worry. Thousands of views coming our way. So anything else on the best game of the tournament, guys? Anything else on that? I'm trying to just
wasn't there
like
Germany Portugal?
Yeah, I was gonna say
about 4-2.
What about the Germany Hungary game?
Yeah.
I mean, what was that? Was that 2-2 or was it 1-1 or something?
Yeah, but when Hungary made it or 2-1 immediately after they scored or whatever.
Yeah, that was
That's
high.
what I'm saying. Both went out. That could have been sick.
Yeah.
I think Hungary would have made kind of a run if they weren't in that group. I actually think they were kind of a decent team. Like they played well against a lot of those teams in that group, but they had Portugal, France, and
group of death.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Tonga, you want to highlight any of your North Macedonia games?
The guys worked hard, but they just didn't have
Panda worked hard.
Panda.
All right, moving on then. We got best player of the tournament. So this was awarded to Donnarumma, goalkeeper for Italy. I think it was fully deserved, just based off the amount of saves he had and the amount of crucial PK saves he had. And there were good PK saves as well. And some of his saves, I just remember in the Belgium game too, that he was just class. So I think he was obviously
he's so lengthy,
yeah.
I think he's going to do so well at PSG. He's going to, if Neymar and Mbappe can say they have such a good youth foundation now with him and Hakimi joining as well.
And Ramos.
Pogba soon.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah. But yeah, is there any other players you guys would have thrown in there for the best player of the tournament? Or any maybe Spinazzola if he didn't get injured?
I would have said him if he didn't get injured.
Our older brother Nick thinks that Luke Shaw was probably the best player, or Sharberto Carlos, as we should say. Tong, you want to?
I mean, I feel like they were going to give it to an Italy person because they won.
Right.
I think if it was England, I think they would have considered Pickford after the penalties. I think they would, and he had the most clean sheets.
Oh yeah.
I think Shaw was really, really good. Then again, he didn't make the best 11, so you can't really make him the best player at that point.
Yeah.
But I think on Italy, I think Chiesa is so good. I don't think he played. I think he rotated a bit more than some of their players, but I think he's just I don't think he would have ever gotten best player, but I just wanted to shout him out because I like him a lot.
He's class. Yeah.
Who'd you say?
Chiesa, or
Oh,
however
yeah.
you say his
Oh
name.
yeah,
So
he's
good.
sick. I was gonna mention him as best player as well because he scored one of the ones for them against Austria, and then obviously he just makes things happen. Like Italy, when you look at them, it doesn't really feel like they have like a lot of attackers. Like Immobile kind of didn't have the greatest of tournaments, and like
He didn't do anything.
it was really just Insigne, Chiesa kind of running the show up there. But I was gonna say Jorginho probably could be mentioned as well. Him and Verratti. I think Verratti actually had the best overall rating.
Ballon d'Or soon to come.
For who? For who?
For Jorginho.
I could see him.
No,
being
I
top
don't believe
10.
that. But
I mean,
you can make a case now. You can make a case.
Could you?
I mean, you can't. But like, if they would have won, then maybe. But like,
You definitely can.
I think he'll
it's
get
not,
like.
it's not a good case.
It's not, but you could make one. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like they make Euro or international competitions though. They hold that so highly that Jorginho could actually make like top 10 and potentially like. I don't want to sound too outlandish, even top 5, but I think.
Modric won it.
Yeah, I mean
He deserved
they
it,
got
but
second
like,
place,
it's the
exactly.
same logic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they hold international comps, and I think now with Messi winning it with Argentina, he'll definitely win it with ease. But best player, anyone else? You guys? Anyone else?
Bonucci, Chiellini.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of players outside of Italy. It's hard not to, but
Maybe Sterling could get a shout too.
yeah.
For a while, yeah.
Yeah.
Who are the other semifinalists? Denmark and Spain?
Maybe Schmeichel. I don't even.
Spain, Pedri got young player, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Morata was.
Biggest fraud, but yeah.
Just kidding, he's terrible. I don't rate Murata at all. I started laughing when I saw him step up for his pen. I was like, he's missing this.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of there weren't really like a standout performer from the tournament that much. You know what I mean? Like usually you just know who it's going to be. And the fact that there's this much like debate about it kind of shows that it was pretty, and like, I wish a guy like Holland would have been in the tournament. Like he would have crushed, but.
Yeah. I think Pogba could have been mentioned as well if France would have moved on. I think, in my opinion, he was easily like France's best player.
Yeah.
It was, especially.
That's saying something.
Yeah.
If Lukaku or if Belgium went far, Lukaku too. But again, same scenario with Pogba.
Yeah. Okay, moving on then. We want to talk Tong. Me and you were right about this one. Biggest disappointment of the tournament.
Who did you guys? What would you?
Max, you don't remember the?
Oh, I do know. They were my sleeper pick. Yeah, good on me. Yeah.
Netherlands leaves or exited the tournament. What? Right in the round of
16, baby. Yeah.
Czech Republic. Mullen misses a great opportunity. Minutes later, De Ligt gets a red card, and it's Czech Republic's game to take.
And then days later, who gets sacked?
Didn't he quit himself? Didn't he, or did he get?
Oh, I don't know.
Either way, he's gone.
Same thing.
Yeah,
he's gone.
That was. I texted Tong and I was like, we were right. But yeah,
dude,
I was gonna say talk about the boy. Or,
every Atlanta United fan was like, I told you this was coming. I told you this was coming.
That's funny.
Yeah. I think another big disappointment as well was Turkey. A lot of us had them either getting second or even getting that third spot. They didn't get any points, I'm pretty sure, right? Or did they get one?
No, I don't think they got one.
I don't think they got a single point. They're terrible. Sunyochu and Demiral as their two center backs with Çalhanoğlu, Burak Yılmaz. They definitely had some quality players. And they were trash. There's nothing more I can really say on that. I think all three of us, or me, Max, and Matthew, predicted them getting second, I believe, actually. Tom, do you remember where you had them in your prediction, if you did one?
I didn't do one. I mean, I just remember thinking this is Italy's group, and then I was like, I wouldn't have picked Wales, so I would have picked Turkey or Switzerland probably. But, I mean, yeah, I definitely thought they wouldn't be nearly as bad as they were. Like, they were just, terrible.
Yeah, they had a goal differential of -7
In 3 games.
in 3 games. Yep.
I guess another disappointing team was Germany as well. I mean, you can't. They lost to England. It was one of the bigger teams was gonna go home early, but I did back Germany in that game. I just thought the experience was gonna help them. But what do you guys? Random question though. What do you guys think about England getting so many home games? You think
I
it's
mean,
fair?
it definitely
I don't think.
plays.
I don't think it's fair.
I don't think. I mean, it definitely plays to their advantage, but.
Yeah.
But again, though, who like nothing against who they played, but like who did they play? After they beat Germany, they had to play
Czech Republic,
Czech Republic, and then they
Ukraine.
had no,
It was
it
Ukraine.
was Ukraine. They had to play Ukraine, and then they had to play Denmark. Which nothing against Denmark,
okay.
they had a great run, but like it's still Denmark. Like I don't know. I just feel like that and having all those games at home definitely played into how far they went.
Yeah, I really wanted England to win, but knowing that they had every home game except for one, and then
Did
who
you?
they played compared to Italy, like
Were they
Italy
your
deserved
one
it.
team? Is that who you like wanted to win from the start?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, I liked a lot of the players, and like
Well done.
other than the other teams, I don't know. Like I don't really like watching Spain, to be honest. And
I'm
like
with you.
Really?
I like so I love the France Switzerland upset, but like I love watching France.
Yeah.
So like that actually kind of sucked, but like the game was great.
Yeah.
But I like those two the most probably.
Yeah, I think another team that was disappointing was Sweden losing to Ukraine. I think a Sweden-England matchup could have been a little bit more exciting than England thrashing Ukraine 4-0.
Yeah.
I liked a lot of the Sweden players. Sweden was somewhat actually fun to watch. Forsberg, I swear,
Yeah, Forsberg actually had a good.
every other shot hit the post for him. I swear. I wish they were kind of moved on. I thought they were a little bit disappointing considering they lost to Ukraine, but they went a man down as well and then lost in the 120th.
I know. All the Group Fs. I'm looking at it now. All the Group F teams: France, Germany, and Portugal all got out round of 16. But like, I would also throw Portugal into that disappointing team. I feel like they weren't clicking this tournament. Like something wasn't working. I don't know if it was just like the focus was on Ronaldo too much that they couldn't get other players involved or what it was, but it just didn't happen for them. Mm-hmm. And I thought they would do better than what they did against Belgium in that game, but yeah, I would consider them.
That was like the most talented Portugal group that Ronaldo's ever
had. Especially with Bruno coming off the season, he's off the form he's been having, which he won that tournament, and I don't even know if he played. Ruben Diaz, who was arguably one of the best players in the Prem this past season, and then you already have Bernardo Silva and all the others, and Ronaldo Sanchez, who shined.
Ronaldo Sanchez was probably like the only other good Portugal player for Portugal.
I don't know. I just expected them to do a lot more than or perform a lot better than what they did.
Yeah, and I think Jota, after a couple games, could have been dropped for Felix. Jota was not good.
Yeah, Hunley. Why is Jota starting?
Yeah.
I agree with all those. I'd add in Belgium too.
I was gonna say.
I know they lost to Italy, but
I was gonna say. So I saw someone. I don't know who it was. It was a sports or soccer analyst saying, like, how does Belgium keep getting ranked number one? Because like,
I thought that too when I saw that. I was like, how are they number one?
Because like they're supposed to be their golden age. You know, they got both Hazards. Lukaku's playing the best in his career. KDB's obviously all these players, and I thought they could have I think I might have Italy winning that game, but I think it would have been nice to see Belgium move through. I mean, they definitely were super talented, but yeah, I definitely agree that they were disappointing.
Yeah, so I understand that they lost like to Italy, but I mean, just knowing that that's probably their last chance. Like their defense is really old, Belgium's, and like I don't know, it's just their players that are coming through aren't really the same level. It seems like so. It's just they have such a great team to watch, and I just feel like they never really got the best out of them in any tournament, and so that's a little disappointing, I guess, as a fan.
Yeah, definitely. And it sucked that Eden was injured as well for that matchup, but that Jeremy Doku kid was amazing.
Oh yeah, dude, he came. I never even seen him play before.
That kid was amazing. Anything else on that, guys? Biggest disappointment? I think we covered them.
I was gonna say I feel like we have a lot of disappointing.
And then I guess the opposite of that would be the biggest surprise. Teams that kind of went far. So I put in my notes. I have Switzerland, Czech, and Republic, and obviously Denmark. I think obviously Denmark takes the crown for that one. You know, after what happened to Eriksson, and we're all happy to see that he's recovering well and whatnot. It was nice to see them go far, but I did not expect them to reach the semifinals.
No, I didn't. Where's the group?
Because they lost to Finland, or they tied.
Yeah. Well, granted, that was like after.
Oh, that was the game too.
Yeah, that was the game that he
yeah.
collapsed. But did they show resilience? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say England was a bit surprising, to be honest. Like, I didn't really.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that they were gonna like make the run they did. I didn't think their defense was gonna be that good, and I kind of thought like a lot of the decisions Southgate was making were like wrong, and then he kind of proved a lot of people wrong.
So many people wrong, especially just with the lineup. It's like, you know, I love Saka to death. I love him, but I do think Rashford, Sancho, they're better players. It's kind of like, how do you defend Saka getting in over those guys? And it worked out perfectly from the part.
Yeah. So
but yeah, I definitely
also another surprise team would be Zinchenko and the boys going as far as they did. Didn't really see them going that far, but you know, shout out Ukraine.
Agree.
he was
Switzerland.
like holding mid too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he played like D mid. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And then Switzerland as well. They got past. I wanted them to beat Spain. I thought they could have, and I think it was 1-1. And you were right, Max. It was 1-1, and then the red card. So I think without that red card, I still think Switzerland could have pulled out a win and moved on. But that would have been cool. Czech Republic beating Netherlands. Kind of felt that was kind of like the perfect thing for them with getting the red card. So yeah. Good surprise throughout. This was a fantastic tournament. Like, we had everything.
No, yeah.
A lot of own goals.
I was gonna say own goals led the way, baby.
Yeah, a lot of own goals.
Golden boot.
Anyone got some final thoughts on either biggest surprise or just the tournament overall?
I don't know. It's these kind of tournaments are always nice for like players who we've never like would expect to like perform like they did. So like, how do you say his name? Spinazzola and like Schick and Chiesa, Chiesa plays at Juve and all, but like no one's really seen him play like this, I guess, at a nationwide. So I don't know. Just it's nice to see those kind of players like get their shine and like see what they can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a lot of people take a lot of account into like, because international competition only happens so often. So like, it's like, okay, who can come to the main stage, and a lot of these guys, like Max mentioned, the Schicks and other players like that, like they could get offered big deals that are great for their careers. Like this could jumpstart their career. So yeah, I think.
Did they ever show Eriksson at the final? Because I thought he was supposed to go to that, but I never like saw him on TV or anything.
Oh, I didn't know that
either. Mm-hmm. That was awesome too. That would have
been cool if he did.
Yeah, that was awesome too. Like every team did like the number 10 and like, gave him with Eriksson on the back of their country. That was cool. But yeah, any other last thoughts, guys?
It's not coming home. Sorry.
Yeah, it's coming to Rome. It's coming to Rome.
Coming to Rome.
Coming to Rome. Bonucci took the absolute piss out of that.
He did. That was funny. Tom, did you see that?
He loved it.
What?
Did he yelled in the camera, "It's coming to Rome! It's coming to Rome!"
Yeah. Even better was before that penalty shootout in the semifinals, where I think it was Chiellini.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was like messing with Jordi Alba about
yeah, he kept smiling and hugging him. I was like, all right.
You're like mental warfare.
Yeah. That was my personal highlight.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, guys, Tom, thank you for joining us. Episode 17. One time for Tom, Max. Come on.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, come on, Max. Come on.
I want to see it. Come on.
Guys, thanks for tuning into The Reserve. We'll be posting on our social medias throughout the week. So like, subscribe, comment. Tom, once again, thank you, and see you in the next episode, guys.
Up the reserve team.
Up the reserve team, baby.